Hey everybody, it's Birdie here. What's going on, guys? Okay, so today is the day. I'm finally making a video on the year that I worked out like Bruce Lee for an entire year. 365 days, 7 days a week, 6 hours a day. So, why did I do this? That's the big question. Well, a long time ago, decades ago actually, I had a theory on how Bruce Lee died. And you guys know the theory. I said that he died from overtraining. And in science, you have a theory. Then you prove that theory, either wrong or right. That's how science works. It's that simple. So, how could I prove my theory? Well, I can't unless I do it myself. So that was my starting point. So, okay, I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm young, I'm fresh, I'm strong, I'm hungry. Let's do this. So these were the rules: 365 days a year, 7 days a week, no cheat days, no nothing, 6 hours a day minimum, and absolutely no kinds of supplements or cheating using like tablets or whatever. Nothing like that. Nothing. No steroids, no nothing. And the diet is the same diet that Bruce Lee had. It's pretty much basic. It's rice and water and chicken. I mean, it doesn't get more basic than that. So, okay, my theory was this: Bruce Lee died from overtraining. You have a lack of adrenal production when you overexhaust your body. And there's an inability of the HPA axis to compensate for the ongoing chronic stress, like Bruce Lee was doing, that extreme stress to his body. And this leads to adrenal exhaustion and lack of cortisol and other vital organs, hormones, to the organs. And this affects the organic system, it affects your organs, it affects your brain. It reduces the sympathetic tone and overall automatic function on your metabolic rate and cardiovascular function. And all of this combined would lead ultimately to Bruce Lee having cerebral edema and the swelling of the brain that caused his death. So that's the theory. That's what I had as a theory. And I started out after about 6 months at the halfway point. And man, I was feeling amazing. There's no other way to explain it. I was feeling just completely amazing. I felt invincible. I was thinking like, man, this is how Bruce Lee felt. This is how Bruce Lee felt. And I was doing 6 hours a day, not 10. Bruce Lee was doing 10. But the thing is this: Bruce Lee was using steroids to quell his pain, his nerve pain. And you guys decide, okay, if this compensates or not. Because what I'm saying is that I'm not going to train 10 hours a day because I'm not going to take any form of steroids or painkillers, whatever. I didn't touch anything, guys. I really mean that. Not even creatine. Nothing. Just regular working out and food. That's all. Nothing. I touched nothing. Well, I took like a multivitamin. That's about it. But Bruce Lee took these corticosteroids for his pain. So I'm saying that maybe that compensates the 10 hours. I don't know. You guys decide in the comment section below. Does my 6 hours equate to 10 hours workout? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Bruce Lee was just crazy. 10 hours was just insane. Like what I did was insane, but what Bruce Lee did was a whole other level. Because here's the deal, guys. The reason I didn't make this video earlier, it's pretty simple. I didn't want to encourage anyone to do this because the end of this journey didn't end well. That's the whole point here. At the middle of the journey, I was feeling like $1,000,000. I was feeling amazing. I felt like Bruce Lee, but at the end of the journey, it wasn't so pretty because towards the end of this journey, I started noticing something happening in my body. And all the things I explained earlier about the exhaustion of the axis in the body, the metabolic state, I started feeling all of that. I started feeling faint. The hormones in my bodies weren't cooperating. My muscles, they looked like, ripped like Bruce Lee, but they felt weak, something just wasn't right. And, people at the midway point when I was feeling like Bruce Lee, people didn't even want to spar with me. They didn't want to train with me because I was just half man, half animal. Like I said, I really felt like Bruce Lee. I've never felt that strong in my life. And people around me were noticing. They were saying like, you are a beast. I mean, you can enter any competition right now and win. And I did. I actually won several competitions at the time. But like I said, this was a short a short 6 months of happiness, because towards the end it just went downwards. And this instantly proved my theory that Bruce Lee died from overtraining. And the amazing thing here is that before this I had amazing respect for Bruce Lee, but after this I have a completely different level of respect for him. I respected him before, like I respected him for being a great actor, a great martial artist, all of that. But now I respect him for the man he was, for the character he was, for the guy he was. Have you any idea what kind of incredible freak genetics and extreme discipline and mental acuity you need to have to do 10 hours a day for 7 years? He did that for 7 years, guys. I did it for 1 year. He did it for 7 years, 10 hours a day, sometimes 14 hours a day, okay? So I did it for 1 year, 6 hours, and at the end, I collapsed. That's what happened. I collapsed. I was sent to the hospital. I was in the hospital for a long time. They told me that, man, just stop it. Whatever you're doing, stop it. I mean, no more working out like this. Just quit it. All of it, quit it, stop it. Because this was just, I was heading the way that Bruce Lee was heading. I was just going towards seizures. I was going towards exhaustion and like fainting and all of that stuff. So I knew that I had proven my theory. Bruce Lee died from. By the way, people, guys, I'm the only guy that's ever done this. Nobody. I've talked to tons of people. No one has done anything like this. No one. I literally, I've talked to tons of people in the community, in the people that work out professionally, martial artists, boxers, whatever. No one has done this. It's me and Bruce Lee. Literally, we are the only people that have done this with this intensity and this length. And so I've literally proven my theory that this is how Bruce Lee died, because it started happening to me. So the reason I didn't want to make this video was I didn't want to encourage people to do this. But actually now this video has turned into something else. This is now a cautionary tale, okay? So the message of this entire journey is, don't do what I did. Don't do what Bruce Lee did. Work out at your own pace. Give yourself adequate amount of rest, sleep. That is alpha omega. That is really important. Eat good healthy nutrition, good healthy foods. Don't overdo it like I did. Like I said, it got dangerous towards the end. It got really dangerous. I ended literally in the hospital. Okay, so remember that, guys. This is a cautionary tale. Do not do what I did. It's not cool. I didn't do it because I wanted to be cool. The reason there's a lack of pictures and video from this is because I didn't want to do this to brag. I wasn't doing this to be cool or to make a video. I was doing this to prove my theory, and I was proving it only to myself. I didn't care what the world thought. I want to prove it to myself, because in my own brain, I knew that Bruce Lee died from overtraining. I've known that for decades, but I just hadn't had the chance to prove it. Now I have proven it, and now you guys know the truth. Okay, so it's no longer a theory, it's a fact. This is what happened to Bruce Lee. There's no other reasonable scientific explanation to what happened. So now you know, guys. So yeah, you're gonna, there's gonna be a trajectory here. There's gonna be a point when you feel amazing, you feel like Bruce Lee, but then it's gonna go downwards and you're gonna feel terrible. And you know what? You're I still haven't recovered from this, and I never will, because I've permanently damaged stuff in my body, like muscles that got like so incredibly ripped, that they're never gonna recover. I exhausted them to the point that these muscles will simply never recover adequately. I'm still big, I'm still strong, I'm still fast, I'm still powerful, all of that. I'm feeling great now, but I noticed that my muscles, part of my muscles aren't the way they used to be, because they were so strained, so incredibly strained that they simply gave out. So yeah, take this as a cautionary tale, learn from me, and my point was I wanted to be like Bruce Lee. And you know what I always said, that Bruce Lee, he basically sacrificed himself for us. He knew he was in trouble, he knew his body was collapsing, but he just wanted to do all of this for us, to just show what are the possibilities of the human body. When I say that Bruce Lee was superhuman, I'm not saying that as a joke. He was literally a superhuman. He did stuff that the regular humans don't do. He was a superhuman. And I wanted to do that. I wanted to emulate Bruce Lee in that way. So I kind of was sacrificing myself the same way he did. But at the end of the day, I instantly understood that I'm just a fraction of the man that Bruce Lee was. Bruce Lee was something unique, something special, something that will never happen again. Maybe in the future, I don't know. But right now, 50 years after his death, still nothing. No one's even close to him. And maybe in the future, 50 years from now, who knows? Maybe someone will show up that's equally as superhuman as he was. But until then, nope. Nobody's come even close. Maybe I'm the only person that's come physically to being like him. I don't know. It's for you guys to decide. For me, I don't care. I just wanted to prove to myself that this is what happened to Bruce Lee, and I got my answer. And now you guys have the answer too. And like I said, it's no joke. Don't do this. Train adequately and at your own pace. Eat and sleep well. Relax. Take supplements, vitamins and supplements for your body. Do all of that stuff. For example, creatine. Creatine is a great supplement. The reason I didn't want to take any of this is because Bruce Lee didn't have it. The only thing Bruce Lee had was his rice and his chicken and his food and these corticosteroid injections. And I don't know. Maybe he was taking painkillers like tablets. I know he was taking some type of tablets, but I don't know the exact kind. And I'm not even going to speculate on that because it's his personal life. And it doesn't matter. What matters is that even if I did take those tablets, I wouldn't reach that level that Bruce Lee did. He didn't reach that level because he was taking those injections or tablets. He reached that level because his genetics of the person he was, his iron discipline, his genetics, etc., etc. That's the only reason. And you have to remember, guys, all of this his physical body was impressive, but not only that, his martial arts. He invented his own martial arts, Jeet Kune Do, and he was the greatest at it, the greatest martial artist to ever live, and he had this incredible body that took 7 years of iron discipline to get. So, what can I say? Big up to that guy. What an amazing guy. I just got tons of more respect for him after I did this. And yeah, so yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you guys are careful, and you all of you guys uh, follow proper nutritional advice, sleep well, eat well. I encourage everyone to work out. Workout is one of the most best things you can do in life. One of the best investments for your body is to work out, do cardio, do weight training, all of that stuff, but do it carefully, okay? There's no rush here, no rush. You can work out until you're 90, no problem. Look at Taki Kimura, Bruce Lee's pal. He's 96 and he's still going strong, okay? So don't rush it, stay safe, and do it the right way, okay? See you guys later. Bye. See you guys later. Bye. See you guys later.